G'day guys, so today's video is a pair up video. So we've got two breakers here in their third week of breaking, and we're going to have them used to being around another horse with a rider on its back. So the different drills we're going to be doing start in the round yard, and it's pretty much just like I said, it's a pair up drill. So one horse, for me, one of the drills we do is one horse will stand in the centre of the round yard while the other one moves around it, and we'll swap sides. So we're looking for the horse on the inside or the centre of the round yard to stand there nice and calm while a horse moves around it. And the rider makes a bit of noise and flaps her arms around and just gets the horse desensitised to having been around another horse with a rider on its back, which can look pretty foreign to them when they haven't seen it before, and get them used to it. So these two horses are thoroughbreds going into the racing industry, and horses going into the racing industry are going to be around a lot of other horses with riders on the back, obviously, and a lot of horses moving around them, sometimes at a bit of speed. When they're waiting to go across the track, you'll have horses cantering past them, around them, galloping on different tracks, and that noise of a horse sort of travelling quickly around them can get them a little bit worked up as well. So for us, having them paired up and having them happy with another horse with a rider on its back riding around them, behind, around, in front, and in opposite directions is something that we need to have our horses happy to understand and be comfortable with before they go into the racing stable and kick on at a racetrack. So one of the main things we're looking to do is, like I said, just have the horses happy riding next to each other. Sometimes they can resent each other a little bit. They haven't been in a situation where they're made to be ridden next to another horse. It's also a good drill for sort of a bit of a pressure test drill, I suppose you could say. So what I mean by pressure test drill is we're sort of getting the horses to be next to each other, and sometimes they can sort of get a little bit worked up. See the horse on the inside here gets a little bit worked up here, and you sort of flicking its head around to the bridle, which, like I said, it's also a good drill to teach your horses to understand to take pressure in their mouth and not to overreact. So sometimes in this situation where you're looking to steer your horses around each other and you're trying to get yourself in a situation where one horse doesn't kick the other, you're trying to keep each other safe, and the horse is safe. Sometimes you have to be a bit firm with your hands when you're trying to direct the horse, and a bit more abrupt with your feet when you're trying to direct where their body goes. So getting your horse comfortable with understanding that they can cop that sort of increase in pressure and a bit more urgency in the cues that are given to it, without having to worry about it and sort of freak out and overreact, is something that's going to be really important, particularly in a high pressure situation like a racing situation where sometimes things have to happen quite quickly, and control of your horse has to be something that you can do sort of at a spur of the moment without your horse having a negative reaction and worrying about the fact that it's getting made to do something in a more quickly and abrupt way. You want your horses to be safe, understand that they can cop a fair bit of pressure in a pressure situation and not fear that pressure, or not overreact when put in that situation that can be a little bit of a more fearful, I guess, situation if the horses aren't used to it. So at the end of every sort of pair up drill in the round yard, we'll look to pull the horses up, let them get their breath back, rest next to each other, understand that being next to another horse is a good thing. Have the riders pat the other horses or pat the horse that's next to, and have each horse comfortable being next to each other.